Welcome to the Dutch Miller Auto Show.
Today on the Dutch Miller Auto Show.
Vulnerable. All of my major organs are exposed. My abdomen, heart, for some reason nipples.
That's just incredible numbers.
Good math.
That is. They call me Good West Hunting.
So I started doing, and I would hold that out as long as I could, and people would time me. And I would get on the loudspeaker and hold it out, and I can do that for probably about 2 minutes.
It's the Dutch Miller Auto Show. Entertaining West Virginia for over 15 years. With your host, Chris Miller and Wes Thompson. Recorded on location right here in Huntington, West Virginia.
Folks, welcome to the Dutch Miller Auto Show. My name is Wes Thompson. Chris Miller is on vacation. We'll be back soon. So today I am holding down the fort. And right now, going on all month long, is the summer sales event at every Dutch Miller location right here in beautiful West Virginia. Folks, today we're going to have on Joey Gresham from the South Charleston Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram store. Also, Dutch Miller Kia of South Charleston. And then from the original home of Friends and Family Pricing, Dutch Miller Kia of Barbersville, we're going to have everybody's favorite CJ Blosser. But first, Dave, give me something to talk about.
How about the Jeep dealer, number one there?
So basically, Dave wants me to talk about the car dealerships. All right, here we go. First off, on the west end of Huntington, you got Dutch Miller Chevrolet and Dutch Miller Hyundai. Dutch Miller Hyundai, every brand new Hyundai comes with Dutch Miller's exclusive 20-year, 200,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. And right now at Dutch Miller Chevy, check out deals on Silverado pickups. If you've ever wanted a Silverado, right now is the time. And then you go to Barbersville, the original home of Friends and Family Pricing. Let me tell you something right now. During the summer sales event, once you go in there and check out the K5, once you go in there and check out the Telluride is amazing, folks. That's the same deal at Dutch Miller Kia of South Charleston. And then at Dutch Miller Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram of South Charleston, you got to check out the Jeep Wrangler. You got to check out the Jeep Gladiator. You got to check out the Jeep, what's the big one called? The Wagoneer. Oh, this thing's just amazing. And also, Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4s. Right now, folks, we've got inventory. We've got lots of cars on the lot that we need to move. So now is the time to get that deal that you've been waiting on. Then let's move up the road a little bit. Right there in Charleston, we've got Dutch Miller Subaru, which is home of the Ascent. Do you know this thing has like 16 cup holders? I'm just throwing that out there. If you're somebody who has a lot of cups and you want them held, look at the Ascent. You know what? Thinking back at Dutch Miller Kia, I got to rewind a little bit. They also have the 20-year, 200,000-mile limited powertrain warranty on every brand new Kia. That's not a Kia thing. That is a Dutch Miller exclusive thing. Can't get that anywhere else. Then move up the road a little bit to Ripley, West Virginia, where you've got Dutch Miller, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram of Ripley, and Dutch Miller Ford of Ripley. That is Dutch Miller's first Ford store. Just ask for the GM himself, Martin Peters, and he will take amazing care of you. And then just move down the road just a little bit more, and that is Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, the #1 Buick GMC dealer in the entire state of West Virginia, folks. That's Friends and Family Pricing. You can go to DutchMillerAuto.com. Check out all the inventory, text, chat, even get pre-approved. And we've got a great show coming up, folks, so stick around.
It's the summer sales event going on right now at the home of Friends and Family Pricing, Dutch Miller Hyundai in Huntington. For a limited time, get 0% interest, make no payments for 90 days, and be sure to check out the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles priced below $20,000. Don't forget, every brand new Hyundai comes with Dutch Miller's exclusive 20-year, 200,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Text or chat now at DutchMillerHyundai.com or come in today for the summer sales event going on right now, only at Dutch Miller Hyundai in Huntington.
We are back. I am Wes Thompson, and today we have got a very special guest here on the Dutch Miller Automotive Show. This is CJ Blosser. CJ is one of my favorite people on earth. CJ works at Dutch Miller Kia of Barbersville, which you may know it as the original home of Friends and Family Pricing.
Very well.
So, CJ, you're kind of like the McDonald's of Dutch Miller salespeople. And I say this because of the number of people you have served. Give me some numbers here.
Let's see, over 10,000 customers, I'd say, over 2,000 sales.
You know that's over 40,000 wheels.
Yeah.
That's just incredible numbers.
Good math.
That is. They call me Good West Hunting. So tell me a little bit about what you do day to day.
Not as much hustle on the lot as there is, following up with, the customers I've dealt with over the years. I said, over 2,000 sales. That's not a light number. Over 10,000 customers, again, that's not a light number. 35 pounds I've gained since I've started is not a light number. A lot's happened in my 15 years with Dutch Miller, and one thing I think that people do, the reason they gravitate towards me when they come to Barbersville is that no matter where they were before, I give them an experience that they haven't had. I ease everything. I make everybody feel comfortable. It goes from me selling something to me just having a conversation with those people. While doing so, I'm learning about them. I'm learning what the vehicle they're looking for. Why do they need it? I ask a lot of whys when they give me their answers, and try to break down exactly what they really need. They might have a lot of wants, but what they really need.
You've built up such a loyal customer base because of your level of service that it doesn't require all the day-to-day grind. It's you've just got people coming in.
Right.
It's the summer sales event going on right now at West Virginia's #1 Buick GMC dealer, Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall. For a limited time, get up to $12,000 off brand new Sierras, or ask about financing as low as 5.9% for 84 months on all 1,500 GMC Sierras and 2024 Terrains in stock. Shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutoMall.com, or come in today for the summer sales event happening right now, only at Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall. GMC, we are professional grade.
Welcome back, folks. Right here with us on the show today. Now, so we do these commercials, and we've been doing these wild commercials for many, many years, and people walk up to myself or to Chris Miller, the owner, and they're like, hey, you guys are like locally known. Well, we pale in comparison to being locally known to this guy. This guy is Joey Gresham from Dutch Miller's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of South Charleston, as well as Dutch Miller Kia of South Charleston, and really his hands are in all kinds of stuff. But when you get up into this area, everybody knows Joey. Joey, I keep up with your social media, and I don't even know all the different things you do. Do you sing?
Yeah.
Are you playing a band or something? Mm-hmm. I see you do quite a bit. So tell me something. How do you know everyone on Earth? How did that happen?
Well, it comes from my family. Like everyone has family, but mine is.
I don't.
I'm just like.
I have no idea what you're referring to.
But anyway, my dad from the area. He was a labor worker and a contractor for a local union, and then my uncle Hambone Gresham. He was a part owner of a local electric business, and they just know everybody because you know what? They're nice to everybody. So they were firemen, volunteer firemen in the city, firemen in the city. My great grandfather was the first fire chief for the city of South Charleston. Knew everybody, and so
friendly, life-saving. So friendly, life-saving laborers. That tends to do well around here. Joey. You're part of the culture at that South Charleston location. Again, you walk in, everybody's kind of in an upbeat mood. You're definitely part of that. But you're not directly on the sales floor. Your impact's a little different. What is your role in the customer experience? How do you help get a customer connected with a new vehicle?
Well, the first thing that we're connected with is with social media. Social media will begin the customer to route them to our websites, to begin to someone like a fellow named Whitley or Jeremy of one of the BDR reps, that answer the phone to answer the phone properly and talk to them about what they just saw on either our social media or our website. So routing and being cheerful when you get on the phone with them is one of the key things that we have.
Being friendly.
Being
Imagine
friendly.
that.
Imagine that. Being friendly. And, I still do sell cars. So people,
Sure.
I can't, I've been in the car business 2004-ish, somewhere around there. And,
So you're looking at 20 years here.
Yeah.
20 years in the car business.
Yeah, 20 years, and it'll be 10 years in August with Dutch Miller.
Oh, wow.
This August 4th was when I started with Dutch Miller of 2014. So, and I sold cars, and I still sell cars. Now I do I'm more of the greeter now for the dealership, is the way I put it.
Well, I think
greeter.
you're short selling yourself, because I think what you also do is I think that the way that you handle communicating with people bleeds onto the people around you. I think that there's an element of training there. People see, hey, this is what Joey's doing. The number of times I've said, would somebody please observe what Joey is doing in South Charleston, and it will help your Dutch Miller store and these other locations. That is something I say with some degree of frequency, and by that I mean about weekly. But that's nothing to say. Joey's that good at it,
It's Ram season at the home of Friends and Family Pricing, Dutch Miller Ram of South Charleston. For a limited time during the summer sales event going on right now, save up to $6,374 on the brand new 2025 Ram 1500 Bighorn. Text or chat now, check out the inventory, and even get pre-approved at DutchMillerRam.com, or come in today for the summer sales event going on right now, only at the home of Friends and Family Pricing, Dutch Miller Ram of South Charleston.
There for the longest of time, I'm really big on, my daughter, my family, and I would always post about her. Then I started posting about the cars, the people I sold, and becoming friends with them and tagging them. And 10 years ago, that wasn't much of a thing in this area, and and you see it a lot more these days. But, just tagging somebody and showing them the happiness on their face and that they bought a vehicle, all their friends, and I realize all their friends and their family and their co-workers and their church members, all of them are going to see that joy on their face that they had a great experience with me at Dutch Miller Kia, and they just see it on Facebook just because that's what we do. We get on Facebook and they see that, and then they reach out to me, and it just seemed to work over time.
And CJ, to take nothing away from you, because that is who you are as a person, but to take nothing away from you, that's the culture at Dutch Miller.
Yeah.
When you walk through the door, there is a genuine sense. Like when you walk through the door, when I see CJ, when I see Leland Moore at Dutch Miller, there's no chance that I'm not getting a hug from these people. Right. You know what I mean? A walk up, a five, and a hug. You hear the terms like friends and family pricing, that we treat you like family. It really is the case at Dutch Miller. And CJ, I know for a fact, means every word that he says. He really does take on the purpose of making sure that the customer feels like they're being treated like family and taken care of, and they're getting into an experience that's even better than they thought.
It's the summer sales event going on right now at the home of Friends and Family Pricing, Dutch Miller Kia in Barbersville. For a limited time, get a 2024 Forte LXS starting at just $199 a month. And don't forget, every brand new vehicle comes with Dutch Miller's exclusive 20-year, 200,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Text or chat now at DutchMillerKia.com, or come in today to the home of Friends and Family Pricing during the summer sales event only at Dutch Miller Kia of Barbersville.
Some people have asked, Wes, I hear you do stand-up, and where can I see this? So I've sent Dave, our camera guy here, some clips of some of my stand-up, and here's a quick little collection.
Michael Jackson, if you go back and watch his videos, he's walking into like roughneck bars where people start like switchblade knife fights, and he's walking into that like, ooh. And you go, stop. And I started thinking to myself, and I think to myself, can you imagine if I rolled up into like Frogtown during Bike Week? But I'll tell you, I know that I'm getting a little older and I'm not in good shape because recently I threw my back out sleeping. I am not joking. I was laying comfortably in my bed, and then next thing you know, I was just like, ah! Well, perfectly still horizontal in a Tempur-Pedic bed. I think I might have turned my head left. So the next favorite toy was the one that everybody loved too. It was a great era. And that was He-Man. He-Man was badass. He was from Eternia. And he had this dude named Man-at-Arms. Man-at-Arms was like the guy who made armor. And look at his armor. Like Man-at-Arms got like all down his arm. His legs are covered in armor. He's got armor that moves up around his face. And he's got a metal helmet on. But then he makes He-Man and it looks like this. He-Man's like, hey bro, I seem relatively vulnerable. All of my major organs are exposed, my abdomen, heart, for some reason nipples.
So, Joey, let me ask you this. So up there in your neck of the woods, what we're talking about is Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Kia. Mm-hmm. Of all those vehicles, of all those makes, what's your favorite vehicle right now?
Very obvious. It's a Jeep.
Now, when you say Jeep, that's a wide range of vehicles here. Now, so what are we talking about?
I have a Grand Cherokee, and I love it a lot, but I've also had a Wrangler, so I like it too. And my wife has one of the Wagoneers.
Oh, okay.
And she likes it a lot. We got it right when it came out, but I do believe in purchasing what I sell.
Sure.
So if I'm talking to someone about buying a Jeep, and they go, oh man, you think that Jeep's great, don't you, Joey? It's like, oh yeah, I love it. You want to get a ride in my Cadillac real quick, big boy? And they go, hold on a second, I'm not buying a Jeep.
I think it would be weird if either one of us just started driving cars that weren't Dutch Miller.
Yeah, it would be.
Can you even imagine being on another lot?
No.
Like they'd be like, that's Gresham. That's the guy everybody knows from Dutch. He's here buying a non-Dutch car. Can you imagine me getting my car serviced somewhere else?
That would be weird.
I bought my wife a vehicle from the CDJR store there in Charleston. I myself live in Ashland. And my wife just acted like, well, why don't you take it down and just get it serviced?
Oh, God.
And I was like, are you kidding me? the guy in the TV commercials is just going to go rolling into the competitor's service department?
The one video that we had of him got, without even putting money through it to put it through social, had 45,000 views. So that's the kind of stuff that you get. So, yeah, everybody knows you.
Which video are we talking about here? Was this me racing the Corvette?
Yes.
Yeah, I did race a Corvette on foot.
The race a Corvette, and there's quite a few of them that I have with you guys on it.
We had pro wrestlers, Joey. Remember that?
Yes.
We had Ric Flair and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
That was fun.
It's the summer sales event going on right now at the home of Friends and Family Pricing, Dutch Miller Subaru of Charleston. For a limited time, get 2.9% financing on all brand new 2024 Outbacks and 4.9% on select Crosstreks and Ascents in stock. Text or chat now and even get pre-approved at DutchMillerSubaru.com or come in today for the summer sales event going on right now, only at the home of Friends and Family Pricing, Dutch Miller Subaru of Charleston.
Transformers had this leader, and his name was Optimus Prime. He's a big semi-truck that can turn into a robot. He's from an alien planet called Cybertron. He's like the most technologically advanced thing the Earth has ever seen, and for some reason they gave him the voice of a trucker with COPD. I never understood that. They were like, Autobots, roll out. I gotta get a sleep study. Megatron thinks I need a CPAP. Autobot. It's just like a weird voice for that much technology.
The first customer I ever had back in 2010, I have been anxious to get out on the lot and talk to somebody, and we were busy on a June, July day, and they said, are you ready? I said, yeah. So I go out there, and there's this young couple over by the used cars now, and it was a young couple. The lady had a duffel bag, and again, I have not worked in the car business at all. So I woke up.
Totally normal.
Yeah,
totally normal. I carry a duffel bag.
And I didn't know any difference. So I woke up, I introduced myself. She said, basically, she's got enough money to buy this Kia Rio in cash. She just wants to drive it, make sure she likes it. If not, this is the easiest sale you're ever going to make. And here I am, the first customer I've ever talked to, and I thought, everybody comes with duffel bags full of cash. This is how the car business works. So here I am thinking I'm going one for one, got my chest out, walk in, I got a sale already. Walk out with the key, hand it to her. We got inside the car. The boyfriend sits in the back and with the duffel bag. And we were parked literally right by this light post. And I noticed it's a stick. And I just said, did you know this was a manual shift? She says, because I'm a woman, you don't think you're going to drive a stick shift? I said, no, that's not the case. I just wanted to make sure you knew. She's like, yeah. So she might have known, but I don't think she knew how to drive it.
She knew what one was.
Yes. See, she had the
It was
wheel.
the heads in the duffel bag that knew how to drive a stick shift.
She had the wheel turned a little too much, and she let off the clutch a little bit, gave a little too much gas. Next thing I know, I'm up in the air leaning towards her like this. The tire is up on the light post. This is my first customer ever. So she goes nuts. I'm going nuts. I climb out. Literally have to climb out.
I love that this happened after she talked trash.
I know, right?
Oh, you think I can't do it because
Exactly.
I'm a woman? Watch
Exactly.
this.
Exactly. So anyway, I go in nervous. Here I am. I went from, I'm gonna be the best at this job, to here I am going to get fired on my first customer. So I go in and get Fred Ellsworth when he was up there, and I'm like, not even giving eye contact. I'm like, Fred, it's an emergency. Fred,
By the way,
come on.
shout out to one of the OGs.
One of the
OGs, Fred
goats.
Ellsworth.
When it comes to sales manager and running the store, he's one of the best. But he's like, I'm working a deal, CJ. What is it? I said, I can't talk. It's an emergency. Come on. There's a car in the air. Come on. So anyway, he's like, what? And then he follows me out. And let's just say she used a little bit of money out of the duffel bag to pay for the body work, and she didn't buy the car. That's the quickest way to say how it all ended. So,
Folks, CJ Blosser
Thank you.
from Dutch Miller Kia of Barbersville. This is the Dutch Miller Auto Show. We'll be right back.
It's the summer sales event going on right now at the home of Friends and Family Pricing, Dutch Miller Kia of South Charleston. For a limited time, get a 2024 Forte LXS starting at just $369 a month with zero down, or buy one as low as $19,970. Text or chat now at DutchMillerKiaofCharleston.com. We're coming today for the summer sales event going on now, only at the home of Friends and Family Pricing, Dutch Miller Kia of South Charleston.
What is to you the most memorable occurrence that has taken place in your 20 years?
Okay, in sales, not in life.
Well, how about this?
Because that over there is the most memorable.
Okay, so, and he's...
I'm a lucky son of a gun.
Gosh, I couldn't come up fast enough with an alternate thing for me to be pointing at. I just couldn't. It's his stack of Alfred Hitchcock films. No.
In the car business.
Yes, in the car business.
So-
Connected to the car business in some way.
Okay, my most memorable moment has been actually at Dutch Miller. And it's one time Chris Miller comes into the Kia building, and he said that you and him were going to shoot a commercial. And he had a Gumby outfit that he had to put on. And it was breaking everywhere, and he couldn't get it in. His butt kept on hanging out, and he's going crazy. But that was a fond memory, but the end of it is Chris comes up to me while you guys are doing a shoot. He goes, hey, man, and I don't know why I even thought of this. He goes, I got a gong at my house I want you to borrow. And I look, I said, aren't you guys doing a commercial? I'm like, what's wrong with this guy's mind? I mean, because I just met him. I mean, I didn't know him that long. I was managing the Kia building at the time. He goes, yeah. He goes, I think if you took that gong there and like hit the gong and somebody bought a car like we did. They did it before somewhere at Dutch Miller.
Sure.
And he goes, and I think you should yell over, the loudspeaker.
The car is sold.
Yeah. So I started doing, sold! And I would hold that out as long as I could. And people would time me. And I would get on loudspeaker and hold it out. And I can do that for probably about 2 minutes.
I can tell you at this point in my life, if I had
That's my most memory thing.
If I had been around for that, I would have had to have worn a diaper to work. I would have.
We did that for 4 years.
Wouldn't have been ready.
You bought a Kia, you hit a gong, but before you hit the gong, I played the song. This is serious. So I'd hide. I'd go in the back.
Okay.
I'd go in the back, and I'd start playing the song. get it on, bang it on, get it on.
Oh, okay. So people that were savvy to it would start knowing it was coming. Okay.
Then I'd say, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Mr. Wes Thompson. Just bought a vehicle from us. My goodness, thank you so much. We just sold another one, boys. But I do the sold out a lot longer. So, and that's basically one of my most memorable times. And I think most of the guys who worked with us in the Kia building, they would be with customers like, oh God, here it goes. But the customers loved it.
Well, I want to know why this is a
Absolutely.
past tense situation. Why is there not currently
That's a
gong?
story too. So what would happen is I ended up going in the back, and I held it out too long. And Roger Workman, who we know Roger well, God bless.
Another OG.
I consider him
Been
a
around a
very
hot
good
minute.
friend. He's a friend and a very smart man too.
Yes.
Said that I broke the PA system. It literally shook outside and fell.
There's a lot of faulty engineering over there.
No.
We need a new PA.
New PA.
And I made myself
Fell on a car.
purchase a gong. Find out how much a gong costs.
It's the summer sales event going on right now at the home of Friends and Family Pricing, Dutch Miller Chevrolet in Huntington. For a limited time, get up to $6,000 off select brand new Silverados, and be sure to ask about no payments for 90 days and interest rates as low as 1.9%. Text or chat now, check out the inventory, and even get pre-approved at DutchMillerChevy.com, or come in today for the summer sales event going on right now. Only at the home of Friends and Family Pricing, Dutch Miller Chevy in Huntington.
Folks, you can go to DutchMillerAuto.com, check out all the inventory, text, chat, even get pre-approved, or you can just come on in today to the home of Friends and Family Pricing. We've got Dutch Miller Chevy and Hyundai on the West End, Dutch Miller Kia in Barbersville and South Charleston, Dutch Miller Chrysler Dodge Ram of South Charleston and Ripley, Dutch Miller Ford of Ripley, and Dutch Miller Subaru right there in Charleston. And don't forget Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, Beckley Buick GMC right there in Beckley, West Virginia. Folks, this has been the Dutch Miller Auto Show. My name is Wes Thompson. Have a lovely one.